Hey, welcome aboard the Just TAi Now ship. This is the PSY TAi podcast number 25. And I want to give a big shout outs to all of y'all that came over from the Real Spirits Dynamic video. We're going to go over some questions that were asked. But at first, let's cue this intro. Hey guys, welcome. I hope y'all having a wonderful morning, evening, night, midnight, special, whatever time this is coming at you. Take this energy now that we all in the same boat. We can start the conversation. All right, guys. I want to give a big kudos to Real Spirits Dynamic. They uploaded one of my videos I made back in January, part of the Just TAi Now ship show. And it was titled The Simulation, and I was just in the woods like giving my thoughts on the simulation theory, because I had this psychedelic experience where all these thoughts erupted into my conscious, and I had to face it. I had to face all these coming thoughts of what is real, what is not real, what is an illusion, what is not an illusion, is everything an illusion? And I was thinking about materialism. I was just tying about everything. And if y'all know, just ties when you combine your mind with your heart, like keep that circle spinning. And connect them, like keep that circle spinning. Let whatever come out, just come out. And also, we do not condone the use of illegal drugs on the PSY TAi podcast. What we do is I give my 2 cents worth of experience and sometimes go over articles done by hospitals. Your body's your body. Not influencing you, telling you to do anything. But this is awesome. Now it's over. This is an awesome time. I'm really excited to answer these questions that was left in the comments. I answered some of them, like wrote them, but I'm going to answer them right now on camera because I don't know what's going to come up. But with that simulation video, it was real near and dear to my heart, because that was around the time where I didn't have nobody to really vent my really deep TAi thoughts to. All I would do was just go out in the woods and I would just meditate, talk to the trees, all that stuff. I would sometimes be on little microdoses of shrooms in the early times. Just shrooms. Yeah, when I first kicked back the show, I was on microdoses of shrooms, and I was just meditating a lot. I had a lot of free time, so that's what I was doing. I was like, life is prepping me for this, to just go out and do this. Like, my life is set up financial wise to be able to dedicate so much of my day, so much of my time to this, because it was just part of my life, period. It just seemed like I needed a camera to like express it, to find, I don't know if I would to find or just put it out there, for somebody to be like, oh, I know what that bull talking about. Like that's all I really know. That's all I really need from the artist. Somebody just say, yo, I know what that bull talking about. You don't gotta go in depth with me or nothing. As long as that, I'm just like, whew. Sometimes like, whew, that's all I need, and I can keep going. But I free most of those things too. I don't script anything. I just go with the flow. I go with whatever the emotion was. Like the simulation, I didn't know I was going to talk about the simulation theory. It was just, I was looking around. I was like, this leaf, is it real? What is real? What is really real? And I just was going in. That's what I really like. I don't really prepare. I don't really schedule things. As y'all see these podcasts come out, whatever which way. But yo, thank y'all, and I love y'all Tai'ers, and I love shouts to True Life family, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the podcast, man. I'm gonna start reading some of these. But yeah, Game Boy Matrix, and I'm gonna give some more background information on what was actually going on behind the scenes of the simulation video. I'm gonna give this is behind the scenes of the simulation. All right, let's go. We're going to start at the bottom. Yeah, what if YouTube tried to get me for showing my own clip? All right, somebody said, what would you like to know? Let's see what somebody responded, see what happened. All right, we're going to let that go. All right, what part of the U.S. are you in? GTA is made in my country, Scotland. Share truth. I didn't know that. I thought it was Rockstar North, but I guess it's Rockstar. I don't know. Shout outs to Scotland. Shout outs to Scotland for GTA. But I'm in NorCal and Butte County. So how? What else we got? Wait. Scroll for me. Scroll. All right, what would you like to know? Whether this matrix is created by God or by some lower beings, and if we have to return here after physical death. And then said, depends on the level. Well, that was just a theory of mine that Buddhists refer to. I appreciate their teachings, but even the wisest among us can be wrong, especially about a place that is virtually unreachable a life. I don't know. I would beg to differ. Because these realms are experienceable on these psychedelics. And especially my friends and buddies that have experiences with DMT, they really dive deep into these things, and they have experiences of feeling as though they're outside. Like, say we're here in this reality. They feel as though they were right there. Just right there. But it's a whole nother place. And they look down on this, or they have not visions. They just seen with their pure eyes, pure awareness, whatever you want to call it, a dome, just sitting there. And so it's a lot of things that we really have to tie about. Just think about it and do your research. But really just think about it. Why I say combine your mind with your heart is that you not really letting your intellect take over, but you letting your instincts kick in as well. Like you say, a lot of people come up with stuff, a lot of smart people come up with stuff, but that's why on Just TAi, we just TAi. You gotta do what you gotta do all around. All right, wait, nope, that's from the epigenetics. Check out the X-Men episode. All right, but yeah, my view, I'll be thinking sometimes about the demiurges and how the Gnostic Christians used to say that this existence, this realm of reality is created by a demiurge, which is like man, our definitions of God are so don't mean a thing to me, really, how we use the term God, but there's like a something that we would call God from our level because they're so benign. They're able to create simulations like us that we call them God. But they say that they believe, the Gnostic Christians, that this was in fact created by a demiurge and that we were sent here. Now, is that for a lesson? Did we choose to come here to help people? Because I believe that as us as human beings, we're humans here and we all exist in this one consciousness. But what if like we come from different places of the galaxy or different places of dimensions and stuff, and then we choose to come down or are sent down to this earth right here. So that's why we have all these different personalities and things coming out, and people be calling each other weird or I don't understand it. And then some people grow to understand it and latch on. Like maybe this is like a teaching ground or like a virtual playground but it's hell. I don't know. I see it as hell too, but because I don't just see everything as butterflies and bubbles, but I think that's all exists in many places in the universe. It's not all lovey-dovey. It's war, is battles, is tricksters, is things out there. But it's something that's outside of our conscious field, just period right now, that me trying to put into words right now, I'm just joking. It's all jokes. I'm a scientist. This is all jokes. That's how it just feels right now. So yeah, this world, this simulation, what if we just come in here playing and we learn some lessons and we bring once we able to connect, or those that are connect with their feelings, whatever type of way, because we have endogenous DMT, so with our breathing and everything, with no telling, or you can look at some people and they could tell you, if you choose to believe them or not, that we can experience more than this reality, or realize who we really are and bring it to this realm of reality so that it can enact a change or enact a little wave or something like that. Like, people say they created a wave and now people riding the wave and stuff. Maybe. And then we all learn and we just here to help other people. And some people, it's just at different levels of consciousness than other, which is like how far back of awareness or how much do you know that this is a game enable, whatever that entails. Just TAi, just TAi, just TAi, you know? I gotta stop clicking on this one. All right, let's go. Somebody said, you call it assimilation because it's the closest thing you can reference to and you want to make sense of all of it. Yes, I totally 100% agree that words fail, as I was saying, to relay the experience in a way that you actually feel, that I would actually feel satisfied in, as well as a lot of others when you hear their stories. It seems there's like because we didn't grow, I don't know, I will say because our ego or whatever the thing that is based here didn't grow up there, it doesn't have experience there. So just like we don't really remember what we ate 3 months ago or last week or something like that along them lines, we just forget and we don't have that experience integrated in us to come up with the right words or phrases, or know that words that we can communicate more without words, so we can get a deeper inner meaning of what we really try to convey to the person in front of us or inside of us or top, back, whatever. Did it again. All right. Getting a weird kind of vibe. Yes, I am weird. Yeah, I didn't really get that one, Christian Baisley. Let's find some questions. Thank y'all for these. Thank y'all for all the comments. I really do appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, Andrew Kelly. Thank you. Thank y'all for the, I'm just grateful overall. Let's keep going. Yeah, 00101110. Katie Land. Very articulate. He's on spot, Megan D. Y'all can read this. I'm just going to try to look for the questions. Here it goes. Here goes a good one. And when I do this podcast, I mostly think out loud. I try not to hold things in, so yeah. True. What if the physical machine you have to experience this world, your body, is profoundly damaged? So it's not possible for you to just experience the world around you normally. What if your body vehicle's ability to experience this world is damaged so badly that your experience of this world is a nightmare every day? What I have to say about that, I'm sorry, I need your name. Silicon State. What I got to say about that is that I totally agree. Is that we can experience, is that this realm of reality that we on, we don't have to be trapped on. But because since we came into this world, I like saying this. As soon as we came out the womb, we were like, where are we? Who am I? And then they like, your name is this. And then, well, probably not that stern, like, your name is this. But it's like all this new things is happening to you. You don't know how to move your arms and stuff like that. And for me, I grew up in poverty. I grew up with a single parent. So if you want to put it like that, life was a nightmare compared to other people that's existing in this realm of reality alongside with me. It was a nightmare. But it was so cool that I'm able to make it out. But I believe that all of us growing up in this kind of environment and like listening to a lot of the music and taking it in the ways, like it's different ways to take in music. And some music is out there that you just gotta watch out for, because I believe it's things out there, it's all about frequencies that keep you trapped in a certain frequency, so that the simulation, when I say this, is more than just saying everything is a simulation. I don't know, but it's like you can experience more than just this simulation right here. Because it can be assimilation within assimilation, within assimilation, within assimilation, within assimilation. Just TAi, just TAi, just TAi, just TAi. But the awesome thing about it, not but I was thinking about the nightmare is that we get trapped in these ways that mess up our body, the way that we eat, the way that we think about things. Like, we think a lot of negative thoughts, and they hold us down to just this experience in this little slither and thinking that this is it. And as long as you think that this is it, which is a driven thing of depression, thinking that this is it, this is all that matters, this is the hard to go, you gotta do or die, like this is all that is, like that's part of the trap, in my view. That's part of the trap, and that's what keeps us from malfunctioning and glitching and getting, and that comes out as sporadic attitudes and a lot of bipolarism. And really, I believe bipolarism is just a unrecognized, I don't know, it shouldn't be used in the way people really use it. It is a medical term, because I think it's just people that's experiencing the fullness of life, but they're glitching out because they don't have the tools and the correct knowledge and experiences to handle that opened range of emotions. So the big pharmaceutical companies try to dope them up. Luckily for me, I never went that far to get doped up and stuff like that. I kind of just went to myself. And it had its benefits and stuff, but when I came across psychedelics, it really flipped it around. All right, let's get to the next question. I wonder why they made the video exactly 11:11. I know. I was wondering the same thing too. All right, brother, I'm glad you had a good experience, but I have hallucinated and had trips that no man have gone before, and we're not in the simulation. I used to think the same thing, but you'll see as you learn and age. Yeah, I trust and believe. This is just what I'm learning. I'm sharing what I'm learning as I go along. But to my best of knowledge, this is the best that I can say. And we got to keep sharing ideas. That's why sharing ideas is one of the most important things in my book, so that we can really come to I don't think we're going to come to the conclusion while we still here. I think to really know what's going on, we probably have to die. Like really die to really see what's going on. But other than that, we just all guessing. But with these experiences, I believe, with these psychedelic experiences, I believe our guesses are a lot more useful than the other previous guesses. All right. Somebody posted a link to a video. I gotta check that out. Can't play now. I'm not trying to get copyrighted. Scriptures, not questions. Thank you, Brad Hawkinson. Shout outs to True Life Stories. Whoever driving me out there sucks. Hey man, we all feel like that time to time. We all feel like that time. What's your name? I always lean in. What's your name? Charles Graham. Dang it, Charles Graham. We all feel like that some time to time. We all feel like we on that checkerboard facing the dresser, and we just like, oh man, what is going on right now? What is going on, man? But we all get with the light is there. The light is there, and we in the shadows for a reason. We in the shadows for a reason. Every point of our life that we in is a moment that is for a reason that's going to create something else. Because this is just a small picture. Like even what I'm talking about right now, it's some higher beings out there. Like, man, look at them rambling on, thinking they know what they talking about, like chakras and spirits and domes and stuff. Like, if only they really knew. But then again, they really know that they where we are and stuff like that. I don't know. They probably not as snobbish as us humans, but we all out there. So I'm trying to fix this thing. But hey, man, we all fam. Join the fam. Join the Thai fam. Join True Life fam. We all out here. It's people like us. I was felt the same. There's some good shit he's smoking. Dude, I'm trying to flip the situation. Grab Tox. MF, they watch me more. Yeah, I feel like that too. Like they start watching you more the more that you try to wake up. That you actually, not try, that you actually start waking up and having these weird Thai thoughts. The thing about Sam's Sarma is that I've been waiting for somebody to do that for the longest. Like, it's all love. It's all love. Captain nigga. Oh, am I in a... Yeah. I can do this. But it's all love, man. It's all love. Because I knew it when I said, somebody go and switch that up. And you're the first person to not have me have to mention it to them. That's history. That's history right there, Sam. Watch the Ready Player One. Yeah, that movie was awesome. I did see Ready Player One. It has me real hyped up about the future of virtual reality and how that Rick and Morty episode reminds me of a simulation within a simulation within a simulation, and how Rick and Morty got trapped in it and they kept trying to get out but they didn't know. In that Black Mirror episode where he had the virtual reality and it was just like a thing he put on the side, just one, and it tapped him into his computer and he was able to breathe, run around. He would get hurt and then he really felt the physical exhaustion and everything. It was some next level type stuff. Check out Black Mirror. I'm trying to stick to these comments. But I have a lot of time right now. Thank you, Chino. Thank you, Marcel. Simulation Black. Yeah. Watch out for those psychedelics, man. I tripped hundreds of times. Telepathy entities, you name it. I have come to the conclusion that there is so much deceiving in those realms, even masking as light and love. All this simulation stuff sounds very Luciferian nature. Prepare us for the transhumanist world and the total digital lockdown. Stay safe and watch for the age of deceit. Yeah, bro, I'm always looking out. I'm always looking out. Thanks for looking out for me, too. Thanks for looking out for me. Well, yeah, I'm prepared. I mean, I'm not... I know experience makes you more prepared, but I ain't falling for nothing. I ain't falling for nothing. I'm very critical, and I'm a skeptic. Like, that's why I say I'm a scientist, because I ask why, but I'm a skeptic. But I'm a real scientist, because I'm still using all of my brain, all of my body, all of my being. I'm not just sticking to the one logic part. But thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I'm surprised it's not like Jesus won. Like, he really got that tag. It's definitely a complicated physical simulation that we're all put into an experiment or way to pass the time. I think once we exit the simulation through death or extraction, we remember all things we knew before, but a lack of memory is what makes this limited experience more unique. Yes, that's what I was talking about before, is that what if we are being tested here, and because we don't know makes this more enjoyable? But in my experience, having a glimpse of home or having an experience of something beyond, something more than this, of what we're seeing right now, however you want to do it, makes you more of a more upbringing person in this life because of the traps that's put out in this reality that we're all falling for forever. Well, not forever, but no curses, but for the time that has been. The time that has been. That's why we're creating a new now. A new now because all the because I should have got some water. A lot of things want to trap us up and have us depressed while we here instead of living happy while we here. Like now I live happy while I'm here. I used to be so depressed living. I was starting as a teenager until like 23. I used to be depressed. I used to think ways in depressive ways as a first thought all the time. I was still working and doing everything, but I was I was still distant. I was still distant with people, but I knew how to communicate with people. I had a good face. I had a good mask, so to speak. So none of that anymore. None of that anymore. But yeah, I was going to say, when we come here, we don't remember who we are or anything. This is a trip. Like, I think the ultimate trip is learning that this is a trip. And I remember experiencing that during my early psychedelic days. I was like, this life is a trip. So just as I control my emotions and make sure the setting, my mind and stuff is all cool when I'm in those rooms, that's how I have to enact myself here as well in everything I do, or else it's not don't mean nothing. Or else I'm doing whatever it is, the bad habit that I'm exhibiting and experiencing and saying, oh man, I keep doing the same thing over and over. It's because I keep doing the same thing going over and over. Nobody making me do anything. I'm a self-sovereign being. I chose to be here. So once I was realizing that, I was just moving. I was like, I'm free. Whatever. I was like, this life is a trip. And you gotta control it exactly how you would during these intense psychedelic experiences. It's like bringing the heaven down to earth, so to speak. That as above, so below. As below, so above. So once you're able to go to those for me, when I experience those realms and change things around, or during deep meditations, like when I go to the sauna or to the parks and stuff like that, I'm able to change things in my mind, and then it trickles down into relation to how my thought patterns and what actually chooses to pop into my mind first. And it's so amazing the transformation that I'm experiencing, because I always thought I had to think my way through. Like, well, how else would you think about it? Unless just thinking that you gotta think your way through things. But now I feel my way through things. And if I feel sad, I'm sad. And I'm gonna see what it is, and I'm gonna be able to let it go and thank the pain for allowing me to learn, to grow even farther. And all that good stuff. You look hungry as fuck, bro. You need to use the infinite cheeseburger cheat code. Yo, when I read this, I was dying. Hey, bro. Since then, like, I started 6 months ago. No. I think it's like 7 months in now. I actually started working out. I actually did start working out during the psilocybin microdose session of psilocybin and stuff like that. And I was like starting to get aware of my body and all this energy that I had, and how it was being displaced, and how, because I would get irritated sometimes on how people will like act in their life or something, or just in my own time. I don't know, just whenever, especially anyone, male or female, when you sit with energy, you become irritable. You become like irritable, whether you want to or not, whether you fighting it or not. But I started working out, going to the gym, and it increased much farther I was able to hike and stuff like that. It increased a lot of things. I do yoga as well. I really went deep into asana. I was about to say asana yoga. Yo, why did it just skip my mind? Hold on. Wow. But yeah, I started doing yoga. Hold on. Why is it not coming in? My bad, guys. Thanks for tuning into the PSY TAi podcast number 25. Oh, I was wow, yeah. I'm just lit, bro. It's Asana yoga. Yeah, I do practice. At least I got the music playing. Asana yoga, and I've been seeing a tremendous difference because I haven't gained weight since high school. I have not gained weight since high school, but since I started working out, started packing on some stuff, I ain't gonna flex. I ain't gonna flex. Um, sorry. I'm playing. But I really am proud of myself because I thought I was going to be slim all my life. Still am going to be slim because I'm a vegan, so I'm not going to really pack weight, like, and I'm not going to go all hard out on the gym and explode myself. So that's out of the question. I love myself just the way that I am. But thanks for the joke, DJ Def. It would be Def trying to make me look at myself. Synchronicities. Well, I have a theory that goes like this. The EB machines in our brain, the E8 machines in our brains, everything is based off our brains. Everything is based off what our brains are programmed to think. But also, we have more info that we might not be able to access for some reason, but some of us can. For instance, the higher dimensions. Our brains based off doesn't need to see these dimensions, maybe because that's what caused issues before religion, faith, etc. would be called into question. Whoa, that just opened up. That's a big paragraph, Oculus. So maybe that part was blocked for the betterment of society. It's still there because it was created, but it would simply destroy humanity again. Now, that being said, wait, that part right there, I believe that's a program. I believe that's a program that's stopping us because the history that we was taught is not what it seems. You gotta really just tie about this. History is always told by the people who won. And look at the same thing that was happening back then is the same thing that's happening now. And look at the people who are winning, so-called winning. They're the people that's out there, the tyrants. They're the tyrants out there. The people, the bankers, the Wall Streets, the militaries. Like the people ordering the militaries to just run and kill people with these drones and stuff like that. Same thing is happening. Same thing is happening. But I see what you mean. I understand what you mean. Now, that being said, if it was needed, I feel few people could access this info. The world and universe creates universe. The world and universe creates energy we need to survive. So why can't our brains, the sun, the earth, and other planets be the processors to run it? Yeah, yep. I'm on to that astrology. Then the issue would be, what is life actually? Well, that's the thing. It's still life. We still breathe, think, etc. But if we aren't real, then what are we? Well, we're a collection. A collection of a singularity. Then the issue, I lost where I was at. But if we are real, well, without our brain and senses, the world will not exist. If I remove my brain, I can't live, no senses. I can live, but the world will not exist to me because I can't process it. But if we are, why can't we alter it? Well, the code isn't a set one. We aren't totally bound by physics, and that's based off human creation. The laws of physics work, but as well can be altered with certain technologies. I can alter gravity with machines, phase through objects with vibrations, etc. So in order to actually break the barrier, we have to accept that it would be possible that we can break the barrier and accept the consequences of the said barrier. Whoo! Yes. Shout outs to Axlis Opie. Then, yeah, that was real. That was cool because I really do tie about that a lot, and it's something that should be brought up in conversation. Is when we exist, though, does everything else exist? Because we go around calling people reflections and things like that. So if it's if the source is not there, us, what is the reflection? Is it still there? Is it still there? And that has me. When it comes to simulation, I was thinking about virtual reality and how we're all plugged into the internet. Nah. Yeah, it could be we all plugged into the internet, like a cloud-based system. Or I'm just talking about this now, but what I really be thinking about is that this it just ceases to exist. Like everybody has their own soul, but the way that we're interacting with each other is on such a multi-dimensional level, and we're just perceiving it as just solid, as this person is just this person, and I'm looking at them, and this is how they always look physically, this is how they always look, when really it's probably not. Who knows? I mean, just Ty, this is real interesting to me. Yeah. Yeah, but accepting the consequences is breaking stigmatisms and starting the conversation and not beating yourself up about thoughts that you have, but just expressing them. Just expressing them by talking in conversations. I'm not saying don't be mad at the thoughts you had. If you got some thoughts about killing people and stuff like that, gotta do some meditating and some self-reflection. See what's going on. Go travel in the past. But and if you know somebody like that, please give them a hug as well. Don't wait for something to happen. Let's be the first one. It's not the second. Let's be the zero. Let's be all sources. I'm trying to get this to stay up. This doesn't usually happen. But I'm about to go back to the thing. But yeah, accepting the consequences, accepting being the black sheep of the family, the psychedelic sheep of the family, so to speak. So if y'all have any questions, if you have any concerns or anything y'all ever want me to talk about, just send them my way on the PSY TAi podcast, and I will just talk about it. I'll just ramble on, give my 2 cents. Most time I bring up some scientific articles as well, but now I got y'all scientific articles because y'all asking some questions, asking why, and all this other cool things. Life isn't... Wait, first the original matrix is nature. Man cannot create, man mimics. Yeah, on this level, that's why we're going to mimic. And that's why we're mimicking and creating these virtual realities with the technology that we hold. But who really knows what's happening even on that level? America has synthetic reality, which is the second matrix, the actual simulation. Because we are not in nature anymore, this is why mental illness is so high in America. Humans are not in their natural matrix. Yeah, we're not. This the way things are running, the way things are being run and ran, like I've been rambling on about, this is all tying all together. You totally, you on one with that one. Life isn't a simulation. It's the civilizations that are created within the world become the simulations. Like I said, it's probably just on a deep level. A deeper level, and simulation is just not the word to be used, but it's the word to be worked with right now. That's all. Hey, man, y'all. Thanks for those questions. I'm going to go off with this one. Yeah. Wait, what's this? I like this one. Thanks for those questions. Man, I really enjoyed this podcast. I really enjoyed this. Check out the Just Laugh Now show where I just be posting funny memes and we all laugh. And if y'all really want to dive deep, check out the podcast before this one where I was talking about Marvel and I was going in on epigenetics and my experiences with LSD. And I microdosed LSD about a couple years ago, and I was watching a lot of X-Men, so I had a lot of thoughts and I was waking up to a lot of things and it was just correlating a lot. And also with mental health and depression, I love talking about that because of my own experiences and really, I want to say escaping. We really don't escape anything. We merge, we learn to love it, and then that's when it's transformed into something else. But I like to talk about mental health and stuff like that. Mental health and the amygdala, our fear, how we choose to react to fear, and how we need to be comfortable with reacting to fear instead of shutting it down and shutting ourselves out from things that scare us in order to live a comfortable, shady life. It is shady. You want to put it like that? It's quite shady. But a lot of synchronicities that's been going on. A lot of synchronicities. Start writing them down more. And man, if you ever I keep saying, yo, I'm about to just leave this. I'm about to just hold it like this, like it's his own microphone. I'm gonna just hold it like this. Like, hey, yeah. But alright guys, seriously. This has been enjoyable. I think I'm gonna sign out right now. I'm probably gonna go in live, see who's chatting tonight. But this probably gonna be uploaded tomorrow. So with that, we all tie. We all tie. But do we really tie? Sometimes, I don't know, dude. Sometimes, I don't know. Till next time, it's Captain Naga, or you can call me Ty. Signing out. Adios. Make sure that you tie always. Tie always.